May I get you anything, Mrs. Saxon?
No, thank you, Spencer.
Hello, I'm home in all my glory. What do you think? New hair, a new face, new nails, an old fur, but a new dress. And I'm famished.
Sounds like you didn't have time for a meal today.
Oh, today was beauty day. I always diet on beauty day. However, now I am starving. Spencer, please go tell Bobby to bring me about a dozen sandwiches. What do you think? Sahara sunset. Oh, has my husband come home? Why is it he's never here whenever I get home from the beauty salon?
Mr. Whitney did return about 3 this afternoon, Mrs. Whitney, but he had to go out again. He said he'd be a bit late.
Well, that figures. Please go tell Bobby to get me some food before I die of starvation.
Bobby isn't home either, but I'll tell Hermione to fix you something. Right?
Where is she?
I'm afraid she's been gone for several hours, Raven. I was rather disturbed by it when Spencer told me.
She told me she was going on an errand for you, Mrs. Whitney, about 1:30, I think.
An errand? I never sent her on an errand.
Would it have anything to do with Mr. Whitney's watch, the one that she broke?
Oh, that's right. I told her to look up the name of the jeweler where Sky bought my watch.
Well, perhaps she thought you met her to take it there.
The watch is gone, Mrs. Whitney.
Well, great. But what's taking her so long?
Well, it's very clever of you, Bobby. I mean, there must be 100 jewelers in this town. For you to find the exact one, well, it took quite a lot of determination.
It was your wife who asked me to find him, Mr. Whitney. It wasn't my idea.
Well, yes, but you did the job. You took the initiative. You said that she doesn't even know that you're having the watch repaired, isn't that right?
Well, she'd left the house when I found the right place. But I figured since I broke the watch that I should...
Yeah. Of course, now you know that there are 2 watches, don't you? I mean, I'm sure that funny little jeweler must have told you that. He did tell you that, didn't he?
No, he didn't say anything.
Oh, come on now, Bobby. I'm certain that he recognized that the watch he was repairing wasn't the same one that I bought. See, I like this one so much that I decided that I'd start a collection. You know, I do like to collect beautiful things.
This isn't the way home. Where are we going?
It's a shortcut, Bobby. Don't worry. I know just where I'm going.
I hope you got Mrs. Cavanaugh's permission to look at that.
To look at a photograph album? I don't see why.
Because it's private, that's why.
There's nothing private about a photograph album. It was right out on the shelf with all the other books.
Well, how would you like it if she came to your place and just started looking through your family album?
I wouldn't mind.
Or I did.
That I would mind very much.
Do you know, you're like one of those, what do you call them, the lizards that change color all the time?
Chameleon.
Yeah, chameleon. I mean, you're just all sweetness and light when the Cavanaughs are here. And the minute they leave the house...
Mrs. Goodman, would you please get me a nice cup of hot tea?
Fix it yourself.
But you don't want me in your kitchen, remember? You're contradicting yourself. This must be a picture of Dr. Cavanaugh's first wife. She was very attractive. Did you know her?
No.
Of course, he's terribly attractive himself. What a handsome man. I'll bet all the nurses and female patients at the hospital fall madly in love with him.
Now, look, I'm going to tell you this one last time. You just stop nosing around things in here. I'm going to have to speak to Mrs. Cavanaugh.
Oh, I've spoken to Mrs. Cavanaugh. About you.
What about me?
Don't worry. She's very tolerant about your jealousy.
My what?
You worked for the family a long time. Jealousy is only natural.
Well, Well, I thought you had a corner on jealousy and all that. I mean, that's what you do, is stir up jealousy here. I mean, you go on and on and on about the young actress and Dr. Cavanaugh. You don't waste one single opportunity to say something nasty.
Hi, how is everybody?
Everyone is just fine. Except for Adam. He was a little cranky this evening.
No, he wasn't. He was just making a fuss before bed. He wasn't cranky. You know, he wanted to watch some monster movie on TV.
Well, I'm glad you didn't let him.
No, we don't need any monsters here. Would you like me to start dinner now? Is the doctor going to be home on time tonight?
Yes, I think so.
Mrs. Cavanaugh, I was looking through your photo album. I hope you don't mind.
No, of course not.
Are you all right, Mrs. Cavanaugh?
Yes, sorry, I was just thinking about something.
Business problem?
No, not really. Nora? I met my husband's famous patient this afternoon.
You mean the actress?
Yes, Jinx Avery. She was in a restaurant, and she didn't have any cash, and the restaurant wouldn't take her credit card.
And you just happened to be there.
Oh, no, I was in my husband's office when the phone call came.
I see. She needed a cash transfusion.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, I told Miles that I would go ahead and pay the bill because he wanted to go on to the hospital, and, I mean, I thought that was much more important.
Well, what do you think of her? She's very glamorous, isn't she?
Oh, yes, she is. She's very beautiful, but... You know, she wasn't very pleasant towards me. Sorry, excuse me, I'm gonna go up and change for dinner.
I hope you don't think this is any kind of special pleading, Mike. I know there's no way to avoid your calling Jody to the witness stand.
Miles, I won't be making that decision. I told you I'm not going to be handling this case personally because I'm too close to the people involved. So it will be Tony Hammersmith who will decide on the witnesses.
But Jody is on that list, isn't she?
I imagine so, and even if Tony doesn't call her for some reason, I imagine the defense will.
I haven't talked to Cliff about this yet.
Miles, Jody is going to help Gavin's case, not hurt it.
I guess what I am worried about is it hurting her.
Well, I have the feeling that Jody is a lot tougher than she looks. Most women are. Yes?
Hey, Mike, Cliff.
Oh, hello, Cliff.
Cliff, we were just talking about you.
What did you want to see me about, Cliff?
Now, look, do you two lawyer types want me to get out of here?
Oh, no. I'm here as a friend, not as an adversary. I have some good news.
Oh, well, that's something I would like to take home with me. What is it?
Gavin's changed his story about the way he killed Gunther Wagner. He's willing to say that he shot him at a distance of 10 feet.
Well, that is good news, Cliff. That means your testimony won't be in contradiction, Miles.
Yeah, that is a relief. That's one thing I was not looking forward to, is getting up on that stand and proving that Gavin was a liar. Sure that Jody would never forgive me, no matter how factual my testimony was.
Sure makes things neat, doesn't it, Mike? Justifiable homicide. We'll be out of court in 3 days.
What made him change his story, Cliff?
I don't know. Common sense, I guess.
You don't look very relieved.
I'm not. This is off the record, of course, Mike, but Gavin Wiley looked me straight in the eye and he said that he shot Gunther Wagner in a struggle. He's willing to take the stand and lie.
Gavin, there are 2 watches.
What did you say?
Sky Whitney does own 2 watches. I've got one of them with me right here.
Hey, what do you got there?
Hey, nothing. It's cool.
Just my bag.
Hey, don't pull anything out. They'll think you're slipping me something.
Well, it doesn't matter anyway because I don't know which one this is. I dropped it. I broke the crystal and the music box doesn't work anymore.
But how do you know that they're 2?
Because I spoke to the jeweler who sold Sky the other watch.
Oh, my God, Bobby!
Don't you see? When he realized that you and Jody were trying to set a trap, he just went out and bought another watch, just like the first one. Except the new one played a different tune.
Old Lang Syne.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. Listen, I'm going to see this jeweler now. It's a guy named Hoffman. I mean, he's got to have it all on his records, Gavin. That's got to help, doesn't it?
Yeah, if we can prove it, you bet it will. It'll prove this guy's been lying to the cops all the time, and I'll bet it prove that he's more responsible for Gunther's death than I am. Yeah, you're terrific, Bobby. Do you know that? I'll never forget what you've done for me. But, Bobby, please, be careful.
Hey, listen, I'll do anything to get you out of this place. We went through a lot together. You know I love you. I gotta go.
If only Bobby can get the proof.
Would you please stop the car?
Don't worry, Bobby. We'll soon be there.
Look, we just passed a sign that said Fairfax 10 miles. We're going in the wrong direction. Would you please stop the car?
Really? Well, you know, Bobby, you may just be right. Maybe I just pull over here and we'll figure out where we are.
Tatum O'Neal, Christy McNichol,
Do you care about me a little?
Matt Dillon, Little Darlings, a USA premiere event. Sunday.
What would you rather rely on? Something wimpy or something hefty?
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
Wimpy, wimpy, wimpy.
Hefty.
Wimpy. Wimpy bags are fine for wimpy jobs, but don't send one to do a hefty job. When the pressure's on, hefty stretches where wimpy bags break. Wimpy, wimpy, wimpy.
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
Want a bag you can rely on? Then don't send a wimpy bag to do a hefty job.
Crisco Oil's light taste brings remarkable lightness to stir-frying.
Remarkably light, delightfully light. Crisco Oil's light taste sets the flavor free.
Next to corn oil, specially made Crisco Oil looks lighter, is lighter, but it's really Crisco's light taste that brings out the true flavor of stir-frying with no greasy taste.
Crisco Oil's light taste sets the flavor free.
Now available in the new 64-ounce drip-free bottle.
Hello, Mother. Hello, Father. Greetings from camp. Hiawatha. Swimming school here. But this place is not like home. I miss your nice fresh pillowcases.
You miss Downy. It's so pleasing. April freshness. That's one reason. Downy softness. That's another. Downy freshness makes a difference. Love your mother.
April Fresh Downy.
Can you help oily skin? I wash and the oil's back. Any hope for a grease pot?
More than hope.
Diane Belago, skincare consultant.
Here's Camel's oily skin formula, the only leading beauty bar with cosmetic clay to absorb oil and help control shine for hours. Look, fresh, beautiful skin, hour after hour. Normal, dry, or oily. Camel's personalized care for beautiful skin.
Seem to have a map in here, Mr. Whitney.
Well, that's all right, Bobby. To be perfectly honest, I do know just where we are.
What?
Well, I wanted to find someplace nice and quiet where we could sit and discuss our situation.
What situation?
Well, Bobby, I love my wife. I love my wife very much, as a matter of fact.
Well, that's nice.
Yes, it is. It's very nice. And, of course, I want to avoid any kind of situation that might upset Raven. I'm sure that you can understand that.
Yeah, sure.
Well, let me see if I can understand it. I can make you understand. See, I hired our first maid. She was a very nice young lady. Her name was Chrissy. But my wife didn't really care for Chrissy very much. She was a bit too feminine, if you know what I mean.
No, I don't.
Well, she flaunted her femininity, and my wife got a little jealous and decided to fire her. And she decided that she would handle hiring domestics from that point on.
And she hired me.
That's right. Because she thought that you were a fine, upstanding girl. She didn't know that you were a thief.
That's a lie.
Is it?
Look, I'm sorry if you feel that way, Mr. Whitney, but honest, I never stole anything from you.
All right, Bobby, just relax. I do know, however, that you were trying to make off with my watch last evening. I pretended not to because I didn't want to cause a scene that would upset Raven. But I will tell you something, Bobby. I don't like the idea of having thieves in my house. I've had quite enough of them already. So, Bobby, that's the reason that I want you to resign.
You brought me all the way out here to tell me that.
Well, I wanted to get as far away from the
Unlock the
house.
door, please.
Relax, Bobby. Well, I said
Lock the
relax.
door.
Bobby, now, just relax. As I was saying, I wanted to find someplace nice and quiet. And, oh, yes, I have got something for you here. It's, well, it's severance pay. All you have to do is a little favor for me.
I don't want any money, Mr. Whitney. If you want me to quit, I'll quit. Just let me out of here, please.
We'll be out soon enough, Bobby. Just relax. You see, I don't want you in my house again.
Please.
I want my wife to believe that you've decided to leave the job of your own volition.
Okay, fine.
So what I would like you to do is to write a little note saying that you have found that the job isn't exactly what you wanted and you've decided to leave town.
Leave town? Why?
Because you are leaving town, Bobby. Count those notes that I gave you. Take a look at that.
There are hundreds.
That's right. There are hundreds, and there are 10 of them, which is quite enough traveling money, I think.
I don't want to leave town. Please.
Well, you don't have to. You can stay here. Of course, I can call the police and say that you were trying to steal a very, very expensive watch of mine. And then the only traveling that you would be doing is, what they used to call up the river. Now, here is a notepad, Bobby, and there is a pen. Write the note, Bobby.
Would you like more chocolate milk, Mrs. Whitney?
No, thank you, Spencer.
Raven, you'll have no appetite for dinner at all.
But I'm hungry now.
That's the trouble with your generation. You'll never learn to curb your appetites.
Don't you dare tell Skyler how much I ate. He thinks I'm so dainty. Spencer, what time is he getting home?
He didn't give an exact time, Mrs. Whitney. He just said a bit later than usual.
Well, what I want to know is why is he driving? He hardly ever does that.
Well, I suppose he just felt in the mood.
Well, he's a terrible driver. He always has his mind on business or something else. You know what? I think maybe he just wanted me to worry about him.
What I'm worried about is that girl. Where could she be at this hour?
Well, I told you, I think she went to the jeweler to get his watch fixed.
This late? Personally, I don't know any all-night jewelers, do you? Spencer, are you sure she took Mr. Whitney's watch?
Yes, Mrs. Saxon, I'm quite sure, and she just better bring it back.
It's the racing showdown we've been waiting for between old Spick and Span and new no-rinse Spick and Span. And they're off.
Heck, Don, I gotta say, I'm real impressed with new no-rinse Spick and Span. It's got the same great cleaning power, but doesn't streak like you-know-who.
They're in the home stretch.
And old Spick and Span, in a tailspin, it's going back to rinse.
That makes new Spick and Span our winner. It's faster to the finish because there's no rinsing.
It'll work on your dandruff. Yeah, but I'm afraid it won't leave my hair the way I like it. Hey, this is great stuff.
Today's Head and Shoulders.
It's all I use. Okay.
Tough dandruff protection that works only on your scalp, not your hair. Gentle conditioners go there.
Tough on dandruff, right? But great on hair.
Today's Head and Shoulders. Dandruff care that's good for your hair.
I'm Charles Schwab. Over 1 million investors who make their own investment decisions trade with us. Here are a few reasons why.
Oh, thanks for the game, John.
Thank you. Hey, and thanks for telling me about that discount broker, Charles Schwab. You were right.
Schwab's commission savings are great, aren't they?
Yeah, But I expected that when I called a discount broker.
I bet you were surprised by Schwab's service.
I sure was. Schwab even executes and confirms my orders before I get off the phone. That's something else.
And they never try to sell you stock. You know, there's no sales pressure.
No sales pressure. Commission savings over 70% and great service. I'm sure glad I called Schwab.
For a free booklet on how you can save up to 76% on brokerage commissions, call 800-445-4500, toll free. That's 800-445-4500. Charles Schwab, a Bank America company, member SIPC.
Yeah, this looks fine, Nora. Now, I see some things in here I want to change, but that can wait until tomorrow.
I'd be happy to change it now.
No.
Bye.
Oh, hi, darling. Boy, you've had a day and a half, haven't you?
Even figured out a new way to be late. Stopped by to see Mike about that topic we've been discussing.
Jody's testifying.
As I thought, there's not much that we or Mike can do about it. Turns out he's not going to even be the prosecutor anymore.
What? Who is?
Oh, some new guy in his office. Mike is too close to the people involved.
So that was a wasted trip.
Well, not really. Cliff Nelson stopped by, told us something very interesting. Gavin's going to change his story. He's going to admit that he did not shoot Gunther in a struggle.
Oh, no.
Now, wait a minute. It's not bad news. I told you what the autopsy showed.
Well, I know, but still, I'd rather believe that... Oh, you know.
Yeah, I do. Well, you haven't told me about your day. I mean, since you left my office, did you complete that rescue mission at the coach house?
Yes, mission accomplished. For a price.
How much?
Would you believe $124?
Ouch. That's what I call a lunch for one.
Oh, no, it's not that simple. It seems that your friend, Miss Avery, sent a bottle of champagne to another table.
Well, yeah, I know. The manager mentioned something about that.
Do you know whose table it was? Mike and Derek's.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Yeah, she wanted to thank Derek for being so charitable towards her. Looks like the thanks are on us.
I don't know what I'm going to do with that woman, Nicole.
Why do you have to do anything?
Well, she is my patient.
I know, but does that mean you have to be responsible for everything in her life? Even her restaurant tabs?
Well, now, wait, I'm sure she's going to pay that back.
Well, I know, honey, but it just seems like you're being more her friend than her doctor.
They do everything but roll out the red carpet. It's so different being rich.
Raven, you spent just as much money in that salon when you were poor.
I know, but they treat you so differently. It's like ordinary people admire rich people. Spencer! Spencer! Quick, get rid of all the stuff. Take it to the kitchen. My husband is home.
Evening, ladies.
Hello, darling. How are you?
Wow, you smell like onions. What's new in the old homestead?
Well, we were just waiting for the Lord and Master. By the way, why were you driving yourself today?
So I wouldn't forget how. How are you this evening, Geraldine?
I'm a bit worried, frankly. Do you know that your maid has vanished?
Bobby? Spencer said that you had sent her on an errand.
Well, I didn't send her. I think she just took it on herself to go have your watch fixed.
Oh, yeah. I bet she did. I bet that she's trying to finish the job that she started last night. She stole my watch.
Skyler, the watch is gone, so she must have taken it.
I bet she took it. And that's what she did. She stole it.
Wow, what a party.
Lasagna, what a mess.
Take me to your kitchen.
You'll help do the dishes?
Not with that lemon liquid. Here's something better for this job. Introducing new improved Joy. One little squirt puts the toughest squeeze on dirt. Look, Joy cleans better than your lemon liquid on foods like this.
My brand couldn't cut the dirt.
Joy left its dish shining.
Joy made this sparkle.
Uh-huh. Beautiful table you set.
Thanks to Joy.
New lemon fresh Joy. One little squirt puts the toughest squeeze on dirt.
First the plane's late, now they've lost my luggage.
Oh, they just found mine.
Oh, they've exploded.
These must be yours. Oh, and that's definitely mine.
Your deodorant?
No, that's mine under your socks.
Secret?
Of course, it really helps keep me dry.
Large roll-on's wet?
Well, Secret feels dry rolling on. See?
Oh, I ought to try it.
Sorry, Secret's pH balanced and it's just for women. And so is that.
Secret dry roll-on, strong enough for a man.
But pH balanced for a woman.
stand by. Here's your hotline tip of the hour from the Comb Company. You see us in the Wall Street Journal. We take brand name closeouts and sell to our customers below dealer cost. Like this awesome radio control sports car, a $100 value, just $39 from Comb. Hair-splitting detail. Radio control puts you at the wheel of a world-class experience. Variable speed with forward, reverse, stop action, even working headlights and turn signals. Corners, curves, the ultimate executive dream machine. Do you long for a Porsche or Ferrari? This might satisfy that urge. For $39, you can't lose. How do you get one? Call this number. Give the operator your credit card, and we'll send it rush delivery. Don't wait. Call now.
Send your check or call 1-800-USA-1000. Credit cards only by phone. 800-USA-1000.
Shirley Temple is a turn-of-the-century teenager who finds adventure in Baltimore. Robert Young co-stars as Hollywood Heartthrobs Week continues at noon Eastern tomorrow.
Skyler, it's not true. She was just upset because she dropped your watch, broke it, so she went to have it fixed.
Yeah, well, of course she went to have it fixed. Wouldn't do her very much good broken, would it?
Now, that's really very unkind.
No, it's very realistic, Geraldine. We took that girl into the house without knowing a thing about her past.
I know it's bothering Skyler. It's that Bobby knew Gavin Wiley.
Yeah, she knew him well enough to help him evade the law. Did you know that, Geraldine?
Yes, I knew that.
She took this job just to see what she could take us for. I'm sure that we'll never see that lovely old watch again, or Bobby, for that matter.
Excuse me, Miss Whitney.
Yeah, what is it, Spencer?
I just found this.
What is it? It's from Bobby. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Whitney, I'm very sorry, but I don't think this job is right for me.
Yeah, she's quit. I'm not surprised.
But the watch?
She took the watch with her, no doubt. Probably thinks it makes a fine severance pay.
I really didn't think she was
Wait
that
a minute,
sort.
listen to this. Besides, I have decided to leave town for good.
This week on TNT, we'll see Hillbilly Jim, Cousin Luke, B. Brian Blair.
The most innovative continuing drama is back.
Getting nostalgic already?
The Edge of Night, only on USA. Next. The two best wingmen in the nation. They're Michael Jackson, a thriller at point guard. They're Ralph Dalton, the new veteran in the middle. They're the Georgetown Hoyas, and they're headed to Boston. The BC Eagles are ready to soar. The Big East live at 8 Eastern this Saturday on USA. This is USA.
You mean he's not back yet? All right, okay. I'll call back later. Dee Dee?
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean to be intrusive. I know it's none of my business, but you know me. I wouldn't ask you if I wasn't interested. I don't want you to get mad or anything, and I certainly don't want to offend you in any way, but...
Cliff, that is the longest preface to a question I have ever heard. Would you please get to the point?
Okay. Aren't you seeing Calvin anymore?
I thought you'd never ask.
Well?
No. I am not seeing Calvin Stoner anymore.
Well, why not?
It's a very complex situation.
Well?
He's spoken for.
Oh, the classic triangle.
Look, Cliff, Calvin and I both agreed that it wasn't right, okay? Now, that is the last I want to hear about it.
Oh, sure, yeah, right.
I'm hungry. Are you ready to go to dinner?
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay, because our reservations are at Sid's for 7 o'clock, so you'd better get a move on.
Okay, I'll just finish this stuff up. Be right with you.
Okay, and while you're doing that, I'll go powder my nose and get my things.
You know, you can't avoid seeing him in court. I mean, Calvin, I mean. Okay, subject closed.
Thank you.
Be it.
Yeah, Detective Stoner.
Oh, Calvin, you're in. Great. This is Cliff. I've been trying to reach you all day. Where you been?
I've been out on a case, you know, like chasing bad guys.
Well, it's the bad guys I gotta talk to you about. We gotta talk right away.
Yeah? What you got?
Well, it's something that Gavin told me. Might shed a whole new light on this Sky Whitney's watch business. You know, Bobby Gerard found something out at the Whitney mansion.
Well, we ought to get together. Look, I gotta go check in with the chief, and why don't I come see you right after I meet with him?
Well, I'm leaving my office right now. I'm going over to Sid's for dinner.
Great, I'll meet you there. Bye.
Okay. Wait a minute. Hold it.
Okay, Cliff. Are you about ready?
Look, Dee Dee, I better warn you about something. When we get over to Sid's, there might be something you don't like.
I might not like what?
Nothing. Let's go.
I still don't understand why it took Gavin so long to come around, Mike. Maybe he just hung on to his own version of what happened the night Gunther died for so long that he began to believe it was fact.
Yes, he certainly was being stubborn about it, wasn't he?
Well, I don't know Gavin very well, but I'm sure that the events that night must have been highly charged, so it would have been difficult to tell the difference between fact and fiction.
Yeah, it would be like trying to remember every small detail of a really bad accident.
Whatever his motivation in changing his story, I'm glad that he decided to change it to coincide with the physical evidence. That evidence is as solid as a rock, and there is no way in the world Gavin can deny it.
Yes. I suppose changing his story is going to help him in the long run, just as long as his reason is clearly defined.
Yes, but even if he does manage to get off with manslaughter or justifiable homicide, it looks like he's still going to have to spend some time in jail, however limited.
I know, but even 1 or 2 years would be too long. I mean, Jody will be heartbroken.
Knowing Jody, she'll wait for him.
I know, but waiting is one of the most difficult things in the world.
Oh, poor kid. I think it's just a rotten shame, if you ask me. Not that anybody asked me.
Oh, no, we all feel the same way, Mrs. Goodman.
Miles, there's something I wanted to ask you. When I was in Derek's office, I saw what had to be the most peculiar set of mugshots in the department's history.
What do you mean peculiar?
Well, they were pictures of a very attractive woman who's supposed to be one of your patients, Miles. Do you know who I mean?
that must be Jinx Avery.
Yes, probably was.
Well, the police photographer must have had a hard time trying to get the typical deadpan pose because she was clowning in every shot.
She must have some sense of humor. I mean, to go through the experience of being mugged and fingerprinted and enjoy it?
Well, there's a reason for her levity. It's to cover up the fact that she is not well. I'm sure that accounts for all of her recent behavior.
Oh, Miles, I'm not sure if Mike is aware of her behavior.
Oh, it's just there's been some funny business of late about her borrowing things that don't belong to her, and then she turns around and buys them. Also, she's been altogether too free with her credit cards. Just her way of playing pranks, really.
Million laughs. Sorry.
Well, of course, it's one thing to play pranks. It's another to commit outright robbery.
I know that. I've tried to make it clear to her.
Yes, lectures on ethics have been part of Miles' treatment.
Well, I really think it'd be terrible if she went to jail when instead she needed medical treatment.
I couldn't agree more, Nancy.
Oh, I suppose it's very difficult to know exactly how to handle this case.
Well, I'm not sure I do know how to handle it, or if I've done the right thing so far. I certainly don't seem to have been much of an influence on her.
It hasn't been an easy case, has it?
No, it hasn't. You know what I think she needs, Nancy? I think she needs a friend. Just somebody who can advise her and to guide her to some kind of an awareness of her own self-worth.
Is no one close to her?
No, not that I know of.
Sounds like an interesting young lady. Interesting and sad, I think. I'd like to get to know Jinx Avery.
Yeah, Chief, I mean, the bottom line to the Sanderson case is that he's gonna plea bargain.
Well, that's about what I figured.
Well, it won't matter. I mean, even if they reduce the charges, we've got enough evidence in that folder to put him away for a long time. And considering his past record, I'd say, we'll get him off the street for 10, 12 years.
Well, that's not so bad. 10, 12 years. I'll settle for it. Good work, Cal.
Thanks. Anything else?
Yeah. In a little while, Tyler's gonna have his first meeting with Eddie Lorimer.
Oh, right.
So you'll probably get a call sometime in the morning. Give me a call right away. I'm very anxious to know the results of that meeting.
Chief, tell me something straight out. How much danger is Tyler in on this assignment? I mean, how bad a guy is this Lorimer?
Frankly, there's no way to know. He doesn't have much of a record, but that doesn't mean anything. It just means he's been careful.
Yeah, well, it takes quite a snake to crawl through the mud and leave no tracks, and he is supposed to be a murder suspect.
Well, that's not official, but I know you're concerned. Anyway, where are you off to at the end of a long day?
I am going over to Sid's Tavern to meet Cliff Nelson. You ever been over there?
Yeah, a few times for lunch.
Yeah, nice place, friendly people, home-cooked food. I'm beginning to enjoy it. Come to think of it, you should get out and be more social, you know what I mean?
Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Hello. Miss Avery, Jinx. This is Derek Mallory.
Oh, dear. Well, I don't know whether to be flattered or flustered.
Well, don't be either. I called up to apologize. I'm afraid I must have been rude this afternoon. And I wanted to thank you for that champagne you sent over.
Now, you thank Mrs. Cavanaugh for that.
Mrs. Cavanaugh, I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Never mind. It's too long a story to go into over the phone.
Well, then, if you're free, maybe we could go over that over dinner.
Wow, what a party.
Lasagna, what a mess.
Take me to your kitchen.
You'll help do the dishes?
Not with that lemon liquid. Here's something better for this job. Introducing new improved Joy. One little squirt puts the toughest squeeze on dirt. Look, Joy cleans better than your lemon liquid on foods like this.
My brand couldn't cut the dirt.
Joy left its dish shining.
Joy made this sparkle.
Uh-huh. Beautiful table you set.
Thanks to Joy.
New lemon fresh Joy. One little squirt puts the toughest squeeze on dirt.
Crisco oil's light taste brings remarkable lightness to baking.
Remarkably light, ooh, delightfully light. Ah, moist flavor bakes up light. Crisco oil's light taste sets the flavor free.
Next to corn oil, specially made Crisco oil looks lighter, is lighter, but it's really Crisco's light taste that lets all the delicate flavor come through, with no oily taste and no cholesterol.
Delicious free. Crisco oil's light taste sets the flavor free.
The day's looking new and bright, and you're gonna start it right. All you're starting to through, your aroma's calling you. The best part of waking up, it's Folgers in your car.
Nothing brightens your morning like mountain-grown Folgers, because mountain-grown coffee has more enticing aroma and richer flavor than any other kind.
That rich aromatic blend, your best morning friend. Starts you off feeling good, the day goes like it should. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
Right this way. Oh, sorry.
Okay. Good evening, counselors.
Hi,
I've got your
Sid.
table right here.
Oh, terrific.
Okay. Oh, listen, Sid, can we have that table over there?
Sure. It's okay by me. We're out of prime rib tonight.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Cliff, why this table for four? What is the matter with that table over there?
Oh, it's a nice table, a nice little table. What's the trouble? It's too little. I like to spread out. I'm a big fella. Oh.
Yeah, you're also nervous, big fella. Cliff, what is the matter with you?
Nothing at all. Oh, Mitzi! Big
What was that?
You mean you couldn't tell? I thought we did that very well. That's two friendly dinosaurs meeting, see. She's the Stegosaurus and I'm the Tyrannosaurus Rex. We did an acting class.
Hi, Dee Dee.
Hi, Mitzi.
And what will the team of Nelson and Bannister be having for dinner?
Well, we're not exactly ready to order yet. Cliff has been too busy playing musical tables.
Well, I didn't know you were musical.
Oh, you should see me play the musical saw. How are the acting classes going?
Great, just great. Matter of fact, I have one tonight. You want to come?
Oh, I'd love to. Oh, but I'd better not. Been spending a lot of time with the Gavin Wiley case, and I gotta get back to the office. There's a lot of other clients who are beating down the door. Besides, I see no reason to. Now that I know the speech to the jury, I got it all prepared.
Let me see a sample.
Oh, no. I gotta keep it fresh. Moment to moment. Sure gonna be easy now that Gavin Wiley has changed his story to coincide with the facts.
Hey, why did you...
Hi, Mitzi.
What?
No, as a matter of fact, I'm joining Cliff's table.
Wait, right over there.
Hi, Cliff. I, didn't expect to see you here.
No, I didn't expect to see you either. So that's why you were so nervous. Thought you'd play a little matchmaking, eh, partner? Were you in on this?
Dee Dee, I didn't know you were going to be here. That's the truth. Please, stay.
It'll work on your dandruff.
I know. I'm just afraid of what it'll do to my hair.
Look, if I can trust my hair to it.
Today's Head & Shoulders.
It really does care for your hair.
Tough dandruff protection that works only on your scalp, not your hair. Gentle conditioners go there.
Work on your dandruff?
That I expected. But this is incredible.
Today's Head & Shoulders. Dandruff care that's good for your hair.
I felt totally tacky. It was just the two of you? Dinner was ready. Perfect. And then he opened the dishwasher. Spots? Spots on everything. I felt like one of the three little pigs.
Oink. Just kidding. He probably didn't care.
I care.
Nothing's worse than a dishwasher full of spotty dishes. That's why you need Cascade. Cascade sheeting action leaves dishes virtually spotless.
Cascade, you're beautiful. This time he'll see. You'll see.
For virtually spotless dishes, nothing beats Cascade.
Hi, I'm Tom Watson with a tip to take the fear out of sand play. Weaken your grip. Turn your hands counterclockwise and point the left thumb straight down the shaft. This keeps the club face open at impact and gets the ball out consistently. And here's another tip that will help make your golf more enjoyable. Subscribe to Golf Digest. Golf Digest can help any player who wants to get more fun out of golf. Starting with playing editors like Watson and Nicholas who tell you how they play the game. And the teachers at the world-famous Golf Digest instruction schools who show you how you can play better. You'll get features on the Pro Tours, the latest in golf equipment, and the monthly tournament and TV guide.
Order a full year of Golf Digest for only $11.97, more than half off the cover price. And you'll also get free this special booklet, Tom Watson's Putting Secrets, 48 pages of stroke-saving advice. Call toll-free 800-228-8222. Call now, 800-228-8222.
Remember, weaken your grip to strengthen your sand play, and read Golf Digest every month.
No, hold on. I can explain everything. Just sit down. Both of you.
Okay, Cliff, this had better be good.
Well, it's really quite simple, you see. I called Calvin and he wasn't in. And then you came in the office and you said, let's go to Sid's. And I said, okay. And then you went to powder your nose and I tried Calvin again and he was in. And I wanted to talk to him about Gavin. He said he'd come right over and I said, well, I was going to Sid's for dinner. And then he hung up before I could say that you would be here.
That's a little convoluted, but I'll buy that.
Well, I hope so, Dee Dee. It happens to be the truth.
Let's order. Mitzi.
Ready. I'll have the number 7, please.
I'll have the number 7 also.
Why don't you just get a 14 and split it?
It wasn't very funny, Mitzi.
Calvin, what would you like?
I'll just have a beer.
Beer it is.
Well, look, why don't you just fill me in on what's going on so I can leave?
Well, it's about the Whitney watch. See, Bobby Gerard says that Sky Whitney has an antique watch with a music box movement exactly like the one Gunther Wagner has, except this one plays a different tune.
Now, why would he want to buy a double?
Good question. Gavin says it was to fool the cops.
Does Bobby have proof?
Well, no, not yet. But this afternoon, she went to see the jeweler that Sky Whitney bought the watch from, so we should be getting information any minute now.
Well, then, what I have to do is go see Bobby. Right now.
Calvin. You don't have to go. Why don't you stay and have dinner with us?
Yeah, I could go call Bobby.
No. You, sit down. No thanks, Dee Dee. I think, this will work out better all around.
Evening. Here for something?
Yeah, I'm looking for a guy named Eddie Lorimer.
It's over here.
Eddie Lorimer?
Who's asking?
My name's Earl Gander.
Oh, yeah, Earl. Sure. Have a seat. Have a little drink or something.
Oh, beer's fine.
Ready. Sure, it's over. So, you're Earl Gander, huh? I've been hearing a lot about you lately.
Oh, who from?
Mutual friends.
Oh, Hollingsworth, maybe, or Joe Bryson.
Yeah, among others.
Say, I understand you got something going here.
It's looking real good. You see, I'm bringing some fresh capital into town, and I'm looking to set myself up a nice little quiet organization. Thanks, Freddie. What I need most right now is a good right-hand man. I need somebody who knows the hardware business.
Yeah, I guess you'd have to have somebody like that, wouldn't you?
You got any knowledge on that subject?
Some people say I do.
That's what I hear. See, what I gotta find is somebody who really knows his stuff. Somebody who can help me guarantee delivery on demand.
Well, you just gotta get the right piece to the right person.
I've always said that.
Depends on what a guy's looking for a gun for. Now, if he's hunting rabbits, you know, you sell him a .22 rifle. If he's looking for ducks, you sell him a shotgun. If he's looking for bigger game, say something as big as that bartender over there, you sell him a .38 or a .44. If he likes a quiet job, you sell him a silencer. And when you get into the foreign market, that's something completely different. Then you're talking mostly automatics. Like I say, it really depends on the job.
Sure, Brian was right. You really earned your reputation. So have I.
Which is?
You know, it's funny, I've been dealing in hardware for a long time. But I never used the stuff.
Oh?
No. I hate noise.
Good heavens. I can't decide. I'm afraid I've spoiled my dinner after treating myself to such a huge lunch today.
Well, we're in no hurry. We can defer this decision until later. So maybe you can tell me, why did you send that champagne to my table today?
Because, well, the truth is, it's because you've been so kind to me.
It's awfully expensive champagne.
Don't be silly. Look, you let me off the hook for the theft charge, and then you really weren't too angry over my little joke of buying the bracelet.
Now, I think maybe I should clear up a few misconceptions here, if I may.
You may.
First of all, I didn't let you off the hook. The jeweler decided not to press charges. And secondly, I was quite upset over your little joke.
But you must have forgiven me, right? You invited me to dinner, so I couldn't be that difficult.
Jinx, it's been the curse of my life finding difficult women attractive.
That's the nicest thing someone has said to me in a long time. You're really sweet and kind, aren't you? Underneath all that official bluster.
Just what are you like, Miss Avery, underneath all your superficial charm?
Well, I dare you to find out.
That sounds like a mystery. I like solving mysteries.
Well, you'll have to put all the clues together for yourself.
That could be fun.
Once again, I'm here to tell you all you get by ordering Sports Illustrated now.
And once again, I'm here to make sure you get it right. Get it right, Jack.
I will, Mr. Alcedo. By ordering Sports Illustrated now, you not only get unbeatable weekly coverage of all your sports, you get the big 1986 baseball preview.
You're doing fine. So far.
The preview is packed with lots of great inside stuff you won't find anywhere else. But you can get it all by calling toll-free 1-8...
Not yet. Don't give them the number.
But they need the number if they're going to...
Not until you tell them everything they get.
You get basketball, football, tennis, golf, and the famous swimsuit issue. As always, a beautiful preview of what's new under the sun. And it's all yours. And by ordering now, you get over 40% off the cover price.
Give them 50.
50?
Well, over 50.
Over 50. Okay, you'll get over 50% off the cover price. So you'll get 30 issues at the low basic rate, payable in 3 monthly installments of only $10.89. And if you prefer, use your credit card. But don't miss the weekly coverage of Sports Illustrated. What more could you want? Just call this toll-free number.
Give them this, too.
Free?
Free.
You also get free this handy 1986 Major League Baseball schedule.
And this.
Free?
Free.
The SI Super Bowl 20 commemorative pin is free, too.
And don't forget these great binoculars.
You also get these sporty, high-quality binoculars.
Free.
Free, with your paid subscription. They're perfect for getting closer to the game or anything else you want to get close to. And they're free. From Sports Illustrated, you not only get a lot of sports, you get...
Jack, you forgot something?
But I told them about the great savings, the baseball preview, the swimsuit issue, the free baseball schedule, the free Super Bowl pin, the free binoculars, and...
The free carrying case.
Oh, like I was saying, with Sports Illustrated, you not only get a lot of sports, you get a lot more.
But to get it, you better call now. Right, Jack?
Right, Lyle. Mr. Alcedo.
Call now. 1-800-624-4440.
Keith Kennedy, Harvey Keitel, Albert Finney, Tom Conti. The Duelists, a USA premiere event. Coming Tuesday, February 18th.
Boy, Calvin left in an awful hurry. Where'd he go?
He had some police business to take care of.
Ooh, sounds very dramatic. Do you suppose he's apprehending somebody?
No, he's telephoning somebody. Mitzi, how would you like to apprehend me after class tonight?
I would love to apprehend you after class tonight, but I may be too tired. You see, we're slapping and feigning tonight. Sure you don't want to come to class with me?
Oh, no, I better not.
You know what, Mitzi? I think I'd like to come see what goes on at your class sometime.
I wish you would.
I had a really good time.
Really?
I think I want to go back.
Phone call for you, Cliff?
Sure.
You can take it at the bar.
Thank you. Cliff Nelson here.
Cliff, it's Calvin. Wait till you hear this one.
Yeah?
I just called over to the Whitney house, and the guy told me that Bobby Gerard is no longer employed by the Whitney family.
What?
Not only that, get this, she's left Monticello.
I don't believe it.
What's wrong?
It's Bobby, Sid. She's gone. She's left town.
Chester. Come on, boy. Be a good dog. We're hunting tomorrow. Come on home. Oh, my God.
These are the amazing Lee press-on nails. They press on in seconds. No glue, no mess. Simply press on Lee Superstick tabs. Then press on Lee press-on nails. That's all. Easy on, easy off. Use them again and again. They just won't break or split. Polish, and they're nearly impossible to chip. So press on. Lee press-on nails. In natural and glamour lengths and a variety of sizes for a quick, easy fit. Press on.
What sparks a knockdown, drag-out mud fight between Dynasty's Linda and Joan? Inquiring minds want to know.
I want to know.
What new treatment can free you from migraines pain? This week's National Enquirer tells you. Has life-saving surgery threatened this star's Dallas career? How can you handle rejection?
It's in the Enquirer.
The Miami Vice stars, their childhood secrets are revealed exclusively in the Enquirer. Over 100 features for people with inquiring minds.
Like me.
Tired of seeing the same old videos slapped together? Only on Night Flight can you see takeoffs to the latest trends in today's music. Fantastic feature films, video profiles, new sounds, heavy metal heroes, directions in jazz, reggae sunsplash, Mr. Bill, film and video gallery, video vault, and off the wall. Night Flight. Where would your weekend be without it? It's Night Flight, all night. At 11 p.m. Eastern on USA, Friday and Saturday. On the next cover story. Singer Patti LaBelle talks about an overnight success story that was 21 years in the making.
Had I done it 10 years ago, I might not have treated it the way I'm treating it now.
And where she's headed.
I want to become, like I said, a household word. Maybe it's really happening now.
Patti LaBelle on the next cover story at 7:30 Eastern on USA Saturday.